Hey guys, Tofuru here, and welcome back to some more Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. And we are here in the biolab to do our puzzle for for this episode. So let's see where it takes us. We won't know what's in here until we look around, and I'm pretty sure we'll find some Accelavir somewhere in here. But enough dilly-dallying. Let's hop on in. See where we go. So let's get started. Alright, so we already know Dio's a little asshole. He'll betray us at the nearest sign of, I don't know, need. But, we're gonna take stuff that we need right away. So there's something on this tray, empty capsules. So we gotta put stuff into that. Yeah, I think we're supposed to stick the metal part into something. I guess you're right. 2 capsules and a bunch of seeds. What type of seed is this? A cylinder full of seeds. They're thin and don't have any markings. Okay, so that's important to note. What else is here? A binder. Okay, so information we need. Let's see here. Hydroponics Research 1 and 2. Okay. We'll grab that, I guess. There's some paper inside. Let me see that. It says steps to dissecting a frog. Okay, so those are going to be important. I guess this is important as well, but I'm not sure why. Ooh, saline solution. Okay. We're going to need this frog. We need this seed. Nothing important. Okay. This looks important. Yeah. Roots. Okay. Got some roots. Over here, some seeds. Okay. Got another binder. Some paper inside says DNA extraction instructions. Okay. And I'm assuming that that's where we put the little capsules in. Oh, it's a blender. Okay. Maybe it's for scientific experimentation. We are in a lab. Yeah, you could probably pulverize just about anything with something this heavy duty. Okay. Keep that in mind. We're going to have to come there later. Is this like... oh god, this camera does like a full spin. Fancy tray. Oh, Memento Mori, the 9th lion ate the sun. Are you even looking at cat? It's a lion. Sorry, it's sort of like a tick I picked up when I was a kid. Whenever I talk about cats, I kind of, well, you heard. Yeah, thanks, Clover, but this tray, though. I'm gonna take that knife. A tray, an image of a lion engraved on it. Is there anything here? Oh, another pair of seeds. Okay. These don't seem like... Okay, so it's a waste tank. Okay. That's sort of... Okay, so there's nothing here. It's just that stuff. So here's the lock on this side. This camera work is weird, to say the least. Grabbing that. What's this? I guess we need a plug for it. Okay, we got pipes. There's the other door. What do you do? Oh. Yeah, I don't know what... Man, look at these pipes. I think they run down to the breakers underneath. Or the beakers underneath. There are handles where the pipes meet. If you turn the handle right, the liquid goes to the right. Turn it to the left, the liquid goes to the left. So it's kind of like, oh, and if you put it in the middle, half goes to one, half goes to the other. What is this liquid then? Probably water. Yeah, then what do the numbers mean? They're supposed to indicate the amount of water that flows out of each pipe. There aren't any units, but it looks like 80-somethings of water can come out of the center pipe. And then each pipe after this splits and gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handle so that each beaker gets to the correct amount. Yeah, how do we... I think you pull that. After turning the correct levers, pull down the breaker on the right to pour the water to the beakers. Okay, let's give it a shot. Maybe there's something we can use. Hydroponics. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. Dilute the ratio 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid is a distinct color. Preparation. Prepare 5 types of plant seeds, 3 long seeds. 3 round seeds, 2 long seeds. Okay. And what's this say? Research has shown that there is a distinct and repeatable relationship between the fluid used and the type of seed. These relationships can be characterized in the following manner. Long seeds fail to germinate in the three of the fluids. Round seeds in the fluid B, yellow, and fluid D, cyan, failed to germinate. So they didn't give us anything for the long seeds. None of the marked seeds germinated if put in fluid C. None of the marked seeds failed to germinate. Oh, non-marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A or fluid B. When striped seeds were put into fluid D and fluid E, only one of them failed to germinate. Okay, that's kind of important. This is dissecting a frog, DNA extractions. Okay, so these are just like this stuff. Yeah, remove the frog. In the fume cupboard. Drain the fume cupboard. The ethanol will be filtered, gathered into a liquid waste tank beneath the cupboard. Begin dissection using the provided scalpel. Okay. You know what? I don't know this, and I'm sure the information is available. But now that I know I can dissect a frog, I'm going to dissect the frog. Where's the frog? There you are. Actually, it's right here, right? Yeah. Why'd they put a speaker here? No, it's a drain. What's wrong with you? You should probably pour the ethanol down the drain first. Alright, I'll just pour it into the drain thing. Good, now it's empty. So now we just have a frog. So that's in the container below. I just pick up the frog. But should we do it on the tray? Like, shouldn't... I feel like we need to mix things up. I guess I'll just cut him up, but... Sigma, what are you going to do with the scalpel? Are you going to cut Lord Hoppington open? Yes, I am going to cut Lord Hoppington open. Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? But poor Lord Hoppington. What are you freaking out about? It's dead. That's not the point. It's still sad. Yeah, it is kind of sad. Oh, for the love of... This frog is dead. It's an X-frog. X-frogs. When they're dead, they're called X-frogs. So X-dogs are dead puppies. Huh, Dio? Huh? Fine. I'll do it. Hey, well, I guess that saves me the trouble. Alright, so he cuts them open. Huh? Something came out of his stomach. A blue capsule? We're gonna need this for something. Alright, so we got the frog. I mean... we don't need the scalpel anymore, but I don't know what the roots are needed for. There's like a microscope. Looking into the ice, it's pitch black in there. Well, there are these 4 holes on the top of it. Maybe we need to stick something in each of them. Oh. A machine that looks like a microscope is court. There are 4 circular holes on the top. Clover seems to think I can insert something into these holes. Oh, I know what the are. It's this. I think this goes up there. Yeah. So we got 1. We need to fill up the rest of these, though. I don't know what this is all about, either. No, that doesn't have anything I can look at, I guess. Nope. Okay. What is this thing? Who knows? Can I take this now? Oh, okay. It's a little big, but I feel like we should be taking it. Okay. A tank that collects liquid waste right now is full of ethanol that the frog was in. Maybe we can use that to encapsulate something? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's something we have to do with this ethanol container. Doesn't look like there's any space for it. Well, for right now, let's read that article. There's something we could read. So let's read DNA extraction. Place plant material in designated blender and activate blender. Once the material is thoroughly broken down, add a solution of saline water. The liquid will be filtered and dripped down into a beaker. Once it is done, pour the ethanol into the beaker. The DNA will collect at the bottom of the beaker. Use an empty capsule to collect it. Okay. So that's what we need that container for. which means first we have 3 seeds, or 4 seeds. It's just, yeah, I guess let's do that. I mean, there's 5 types. I'm interested. Why not? I hope I'm not doing this out of order and I can risk screwing myself, but I mean, alright, done. Next we have to do is add, not that, it's the saline solution. There we go. Why would you drink saline solution? Oh, okay, well, it's on the underside of the lid, silly. Okay, well, good to know. Alright, I'll just pour this in there. Good, and then all we have to put in now is the ethanol and filter some liquid coming out eventually. Oh, hey, look, looks good. We need the, where the hell is the, there it is, the box. I forgot it's the box. Alright, we pour some ethanol in, and then the remnants will be at the bottom. And then, oh, huh, I guess I should do it. Yeah, I think there's a 4th step in there. The 4th step's just doing this. Alright. Cool. Got yellow capsule. So we could do that again. I don't know what seed I use. I think I use that seed. I don't know if this matters, though. So we obviously have a blue seed. I am very unsure. Oh, look. The secret changed. What's going on? Yeah. I think it reacted to that. Why? I don't know. But I was just thinking. Thinking what? Well, that thing we just put had a plant DNA in it, right? Maybe that's what caused this. Anyway, let's have a look. I think I love it when I stumble upon a blue password, because I didn't know that's how it was going to go. But, blue, there we go, we got the secret password. Yeah, now we can get to the safe. I am not sure what caused that to be correct at all. I just took a shot in the dark, I guess. Oh, mixer for something else. Oh, we should put the root in there then. Yeah, we throw the root in there. Mix it up. Maybe that's how we get the normal password. We just throw the plant in there and it gives us that. Alright, done. Now we have to just do some more waste disposal. Oh. I forgot. It's the saline solution first. And then the ethanol. And then we take the gel, put it in the capsule, and then we put the capsule in the thing. Yeah. Okay, eventually. There's green. Good. Now we take the ethanol, put it in there. And then we just take a capsule and take that out. I'm not sure if I'm going to stumble through this and not have to do the rest of the puzzle, because it seems like we should do the rest of the puzzle. That should do it. Alright, here's our next empty thing, so we'll put in the beaker. Like, that can't be all. Like, this literally can't be all. You know? Okay, good. So we need the last one to get the final password, and then these are all the seeds. So we've done everything else we could possibly do. What's left is this, and I guess once we get the last capsule piece, we'll just automatically get this. After turning the cartridge, pull down the lever and pour the water to the beakers. But why does it matter? Nothing I have relates to that. Hyperponics. Prepare the 4 different levels of higher fluids. Dilute with ratio 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid is a distinct color. Oh, you know what the passcode might be? What's germinated, what's not. Long seeds fail to germinate in 3 fluids. So let's actually like break this down to something that makes sense for me. So 3 X for X for long. You know, we gotta figure out which. We gotta figure out which ones. We gotta figure out which. We gotta figure out which round seeds. Round seeds. Round. round seeds work in round seeds fluid. But that doesn't add up. So let's see where this goes. Let's see where this takes us. 40. But why 40, 80, 40? Are we supposed to like lead them into their numbers? I mean, by this, yellow's got to be 2. I mean, I guess assume these numbers are just like 10s. So yellow needs 2. This is 40. So if we did this, it becomes 2. And then this becomes 1. And then that's not enough. Even if we do this and this is 40, this is 20, then this is to go this way. Red was 3. But that would just make it 4. Because this is 2. That's 2 for yellow, which is what I'm trying to get. The numbers don't change, which makes it very frustrating to figure out. But this is 4 right into cyan. And cyan isn't 2. Oh, and green also suffers. What's green? Green was 2? Oh, God. I don't get it. Oh, it changed the numbers again. No, it didn't. Did it? I don't think so. Oh, it tells us the numbers it wants? Maybe? See, that sounds right. But what is the deal? For... I don't know. I was just guessing around. I was just like, is this what it's supposed to be? I just kept fucking around. All that shit I did didn't matter. That's what that says. Fucking science. I just guessed. We poured the water into the beakers and all the lights went green. Good. I'm glad. Rectangle hole in the wall. What the hell was the point of that then? What the hell was the point? What was the point? Yeah, what was the point? We filled all the beakers. Is there something we're supposed to take? We're supposed to take these things now? Hey, you remember the hydroponics thing you found? Doesn't that say something preparing 5 types of seeds? You got them all, right? Yeah, I have 2 types of long seeds and 3 types of round seeds. Then maybe you should put them in the beakers. If you just grab one of the seed containers, you should be able to put them into the beakers. Each speakers. What, should I just freaking go for it? Each seed requires a particular kind of culture. Place each seed in the appropriate beaker. By dragging the seed on the top of another seed, you can switch them. Check. You put the seeds in the correct places. When the seeds are in the correct culture, you will have completed this puzzle. I'm not sure what's going on, but here it goes. Well, by logic, I'm just gonna... do we just do this? Oh, okay. Guess you're supposed to just write what they don't like. I guess that's what this is for. Long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the liquids. That doesn't matter. Round seeds shouldn't be in... I mean, that makes sense. If all the there's 3 round seeds, so then yellow and cyan are the only places they can go. So yellow and cyan. That's... I mean, that's really stupid. If that was it, that was so stupid. That all you need to know is the first law is, oh, yellow and cyan. You did it. You sown your... Don't say that, Clover. It's weird. So either Clover is like really pervy and walks into it unknowingly, or Sigma is like an old man perv and just throws it out there. It's kind of weird. But okay, why not? Just don't. Quiet, you two. Look at this. Oh, good. We got the red capsule. Perfect. We've needed that all along. So the seeds are useless. Good. Let's grab this red capsule, and I guess we're done. That was, Why? Oh, because I'm still stuck to the damn thing. I hate that. It's like, I wish it was like the first game, because the cameras and the moving around made sense. But alright. Come here. What's wrong? I can see something in here. What do you mean something? Just look. It's easier than explaining. What do you see? Oh, God. What the heck is this? Probably a simplified version of DNA sequence. A is adrenaline. Oh, adenine. G is guanine. Oh, adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. I think we can manipulate it. Yeah. It looks like the puzzle has to do with pairing these bases. Bases, yeah. DNA is made out of 4 bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. However, you can only bind A to T or G to C. Anything else won't work. These are called complex base pairings, or complementary base pairings. You sure know a lot about this stuff. I guess so. I mean, he is a genetically created clone, so it makes sense. Anyway, you should be able to solve the puzzle now. Give it a shot. Reposition each row so that each A is connected to a T and each G is connected to a C. Move each row sideways until the letters match up. I mean, like that? Oh. Now these are all set. Now we gotta just spin you until you work with everyone else. There we go. Perfect. Cool. And there's the green password. Okay, so unlike the other ones, this one was more straightforward. It's just like, oh, hey, here's the blue password early on, but now we're gonna ask you to make it a challenge to get the other one. But no, I'm not hungry. You're turkey. I'm not hungry. I'm turkey. Stop screwing off. We don't have time for that. Now get over here and look at this. There's something on it. Yep. And there's the next password. That's not too bad. Good. Shapes are in different places, but I mean, I'll take it. Cool. So we can get the hell out of here now. Yes, this is the safe. We just gotta punch in the password, and we'll be good to go. Alright, laboratory. Star, sun. Star, sun. There you go. There's the golden password. Oh, wait, what? Oh, God, I grabbed the... How did I type in the wrong one? Okay, whatever. I did it. Okay, what we got here? First is... Oh, it's the map of the floor. Cool. Floor B. We obviously know this stuff. It's always the same. But the Accelavir was in here. That's unique. Alright, then let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff here. These are the cards we needed. So the moon card. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. Then these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about. Looks like they gave us 2, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll hang on to 1. Alright, Dio. You're like the first person to finally hang on to a card. Yeah, sure, that's cool. Next up, we got a notebook. This is a diary. Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. What are even these what are these even letters? What the heck is this? Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is it? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian. They're speaking Portuguese. They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway, what else have we got here? Looks like there's 2 more things. Accelavir. Is that medicine? Huh. What's that say on the label? Accelavir. Accelavir? Accelavir? Wait, didn't Luna say something about Accelavir? You're right. Yes, I know, Clever. I'm right. It's not that hard. But this is the Accelavir. It's the cure for Radical 6. Good. Wait, hold on. Let me see that. Later, we need to get out of here as quick as possible. Yeah, we need to get this stuff to Cork. First, we gotta get out of this room. Yeah, but that's easy. You got it, right? I guess. Alright, let's get out of here. First and foremost, we're gonna do the other password because for some reason, I just missed it. I don't know how I missed that. Oh, I read the green one thinking it was the blue. Moon, sun, sun. That's the one I wanted, which is fine. It's all good. It doesn't matter about the order. Besides just the gold file, so you just click it and keep going. Whew. Alright, so we're doing good so far. We finished another puzzle. I guess we're going to go upstairs after this and go talk to our dear friends upstairs in the infirmary. Hopefully everyone's there and no one's dead yet. We might be able to save Alice. See, we might be in a predicament where we have to save someone. But the lock for the door. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? Yeah, let's do this. Alright, cool. Let's get out of here. 2, 1, click. And that's how you beat the laboratory puzzle. Don't applaud me yet. Still have more to do.
Hey, hold on a minute.
What you doing, Dio?
There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check.
Like what?
Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
Huh?
What do you want to check? Yeah.
First off, this machine.
Yeah, can that machine duplicate?
We didn't even end up using this thing, did we?
No, but see, that's what I think the Accelerator is for, so we can duplicate a vial.
I was just wondering what it was.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. Look at the side here. There's a name of something. IG Replicator.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
How did everybody else walk by this thing and just say, meh, we got the medicine. We don't need to copy it or anything. So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah, probably copies IG.
To be fair, this might actually be the answer to that debate, because if we have Accelerator and we have one person to give it to, we can copy it as long as we have the machine or access to it. Any
Who
ideas?
knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
No, IG would be, oh god, I don't know what IG stands for, but Replicator is more than enough for me to try it. Of course, this machine must be here so we can just make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that? In other words, an IG.
Oh, good one.
Oh, an idiot girl. Ah, I didn't get that pun for a second. Okay.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes.
It's always time for stupid jokes, Dio. I'll have you know.
There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
Huh? Wait, wow, Dio, you're being nice? That never happens. He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine.
Maybe the journal talks about it, though. We have the journal, we have that. Maybe we can figure out how to use this thing?
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right?
Yes, I did.
The vial. Could you show it to me again?
Why?
I didn't really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Accelerator?
Yeah, definitely. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. See, it's written right there on the label. Accelerator.
You really are an idiot.
Would you believe it, I guess? Yeah, huh?
Although I guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
Thanks, Dio. What? I don't... 2 words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand. Hey, what gives?
What are you doing?
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'll even give it back to you later.
No, not later. Give it back now.
I don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
What's your request, buddy?
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose ally.
Oh, you're gonna betray us. Ally. Wait, is that why you took the medicine? To blackmail me?
That's horrible. You're using Quark's life as leverage.
Yeah, that's rough.
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
I didn't realize until it started to hurt that I curled my hands into fists. If Dio would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you.
Yeah, I'd assume that would smash the damn thing.
You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
He patted his pocket gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here.
Wow, he is a swindler.
I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
You're such a panzer. Okay. Alright, dang it.
That's not fair. This game is
this is nothing about fair.
It's not about being clever.
It's about using what you have to your advantage, but
It's about one thing.
I mean,
How well you can manipulate people to your advantage.
see,
How unfair you can be.
but that's one way of looking at it, Dio. And the other way of looking at it is actually coming together and bridging that gap of manipulation. I mean, alright, whatever.
So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick ally?
Ooh. Fine. I promise.
Sigma!
Oh, I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch you in the face. That's how this works.
But don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and, well, you know what happens.
I feel like you'll break it either way, though.
See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
He really looked for an option to get above. And with one last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room. You know what's crazy? I've done all these the first room puzzles, and I just never got stuck with Dio. I only got Dio
Are you
now.
really going to do what he says?
Yeah.
Sigma, you've only got one BP right now. If we choose ally and he chooses betray,
I know. I'll drop to -1, and that means I'll get penalized.
but that means
Look, it's not like I want to alright? If we don't do as he says, then he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will...
So you're going to die to save his life?
Hey man, trade my life for his. It's fair, I guess.
That's... Why would you do that?
Well, he's a kid. He's innocent in all this. It's not right to be selfish when it means helping the kid out. In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already, and I bet they're waiting for us. I didn't wait for Clover's response. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I mean, you gotta just get ready for this AB game from hell. It's not gonna be fun, that's for sure. I don't know, like with this, like all like the pieces are in play. So we saw that IG replicator. The fact that Dio didn't bring that up in the other path means he knew about it and he decided to not bring it up. It's weird. I mean, is he trying to play for an angle in the other timelines? I guess so. It's just very odd. I wonder if Phi can read this, because if it's in Latin, she could handle it. After that, it's hopefully. Let's just return. Like, I guess we're returning to the infirmary right now. Also, Dio hasn't hit the lever yet. No, I'm going right to the... Okay. That's crazy. Is Dio here? Oh, wow, he opened his already. So that's like his move. It just goes there and
Ambidex
votes.
gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Okay.
Sorry, I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned, and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you, I'm really looking forward to the next round.
I glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back. As was Phi. And, of course, Clover. Where's Tenmyoji and the rest of them?
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
Okay, so that's fine. I see.
How's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change then, huh?
Right.
So what was your room, Sigma?
A laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that Accelavir?
Ooh. Right back to the
Tell
blackmailing.
those other idiots that you found some Accelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
Whew. Are we gonna say anything? My eyes flicked to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So, how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? Fi only shook her head. With the unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged.
Where does that leave us?
I guess all we can do now is vote.
We still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
Alright, so if they go investigating it, that might be worth it.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyoji found.
Oh wow, we're just gonna wait for 40 minutes?
Never know. Maybe you missed something.
Yeah, I would totally want Dio to find anything extra.
Perhaps there's some Accelavir hidden somewhere in there.
What a bastard.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
Well, I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Cork's doing.
Then I will too.
Ooh, Fi
Glad
knows
that's
what's
settled.
up. Maybe Fi can bail me out. She nodded to Clover and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Alright, good. We're making progress in multiple areas. Okay then. Guess we should be going to.
Hold on. Show me that journal first. Dio told me about it. He wouldn't tell me anything about the lab except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language.
Bullshit language. It's definitely Latin.
He said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Yeah. One sec. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Fi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Yeah, I figured someone would write a whole book in Latin. I mean, everything else here is related to Latin in some way. It makes sense it would fall that way. You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly.
Wait, wouldn't we be able to find a book in the archives then? Or a dictionary, maybe?
This looks like some kind of research log. It's not gonna be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today.
No, it's going to be very complex words and ideas.
It was nice kind of stuff.
Thanks, Fi. Thank you for your straightforwardness.
I can understand a little of it. Mostly conjunctions and things like that. But most of these words I've never even seen before.
Fi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then, suddenly, she stopped.
Wait. I can read this one. Page 216.
Okay.
This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
Personal entry? What's it say?
Don't rush me. This is gonna take a minute.
Oh, because now she's just trying to translate the words she does know.
Interesting. All right, I think I got it.
Are you sure?
It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
Oh, okay. Why are they talking about it?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
Hey, paraphrasing's better than nothing. When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a 1-to-1 basis with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces this to 1 over 1/6, or approximately 1 colon 0.408. So it does lower your brain ability. But I guess that's to inhibit like a sense of suicide? I don't know. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.048 seconds have passed inside. Yeah, it does slow you down. It is how it works. It's like a weird disease. It's like you catch Radical 6 and time changes, and you start losing ability to tell what's going on. Like time seems to be going very slow. Like you're slowing down. Yeah, that's what it is. You slow down. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or I don't know, over the 6 seconds have passed outside. In other words, when 10 seconds pass in the real world, a patient infected with Radical 6 would feel as if only 4 seconds have passed. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 6. Oh, the Radical of 6, because it's how slow you go down. Now it's kind of cool to know why it's called that, but Radical is another term for what is known as the root operation, the function inverse to taking of a power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that's extreme or severe. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there is of yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction in mental processing speed, many believe that they are not unrelated. Those infected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving as a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. That's definitely what happened to Sigma in the security room. He had like a weird feeling of it. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact, 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we've been unable to locate a suitable subject, so I have continued my efforts to discover an alternative means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It is my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from the suicide are piling up along the roads leading in and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows, and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats, who have grown fat on the plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. Okay, well that's intense. Whoa, that's a lot of information. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6, and that's about 40%.
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Which is what Quark developed, and Alice develops. So it's safe to assume that's related to why they keep killing themselves. For all we know, Luna also has it, and that's why the needle was in her own neck. She probably killed herself. Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself. Yeah, that was a dark time.
There are 2 other things in here that worry me.
What are those?
First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet.
Oh, then what is Excelavir?
What do you make of that?
what I'm supposed to make out of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written. From what we know, there's a drug called Accelavir that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Are you saying that someone was in the future and came back with the cure? Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Ooh, so well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions.
Well, they do exist out there. When we went outside that one space trip, we did see, or we at least got information that there were other shelters out there.
The newspaper article said something about quarantining people, too.
Yeah.
After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities?
It's true. This probably is like one of the quarantine facilities, but I think we're supposed to find the cure.
But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
Under the guise of quarantine. It's very clever when you think about it. You're trying to say this place might be one of those underground shelters? Which would mean we're supposed to be uninfected? You would have been thrown in here to keep us... Oh, we would have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
Yeah, I would agree with you that it seems possible, but at the same time, then why is Quark sick? Why is Alice sick? Why they wouldn't do that? They might have... Zero might have thrown us in here with someone who was infected to I guess, push us to find a cure? But Quark's been infected, right?
Then maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense.
I mean, it's also fair to assume that Quark would get infected and we wouldn't know about it. Or that it got in, because a kid would be more susceptible to getting a disease faster than an adult. Or at least someone more developed and along the track, you know?
Maybe we've been here for a long time.
We could have been here for a very long time.
Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades.
What, to figure out a cure?
While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
That's also very true, too. We could have been asleep a lot longer than we actually remember. And then, once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up?
Right. It's all just speculation, but...
Huh, no, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but... We were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? But most importantly, why the hell are we playing the nonary game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See? Yeah, none of this makes sense. Like, why would they put us
We
here?
don't have enough information to make any real conclusions.
No, but it's a good starting place.
I think we should see if we can find anything else.
Sure, but where would you want to look? Fi had barely finished speaking before she took off for the magenta door. Hey, weren't you coming to the infirmary with me?
Changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that, she just left me behind. Thanks, Fi. You're the best. She was gone. Man, I let out a long, tired sigh and started off towards the infirmary. That was a lot to go through, a lot to digest. How's he doing?
He seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
Well, that's good.
Still sleeping.
I see. Mind if I have a look?
Please, go ahead.
Just checking on the kid. I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Fi and I had talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for the moment, the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives were at stake. Our lives were at stake. Mine. And Quark's. And I think about the book. those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Or perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing him forever. That took a while to get down. Whew, there's only one way to save Quark, and that was with Excelivir. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if we did, there's an excellent chance I would end up dead. The question was then, what to do? Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself? It was so faint, I almost didn't hear it.
Grandpa.
Oh, yeah. No, Quark. He shifted a little, and then fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I ever even consider letting a child die in my place? Suddenly, my chest felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I had considered letting Quark die, even for a minute, was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
See, but the thing that terrifies me is that what if you even vote ally and he breaks it anyway? He's not going to give it to you, you know? You're going to die not even helping Quark. That's what I'm more afraid of.
All players, please enter your votes.
And it looks like it's time to actually put in our votes, too.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
I know.
Looks like it's almost time.
Yeah, this is all normal stuff.
You two should head back.
You're going to watch out for him? What about you?
Not going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
You're going to say ally.
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you going to do if Kay and Alice vote betray?
Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round.
I guess because you saved a bullet because you betrayed me earlier on, but... Alright.
I'd just be voting ally anyway. You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't kill her.
If I picked betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her.
Yeah.
I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get out.
You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not.
Yeah, that's a good point you put up there, Tenmyoji.
My vote's the same either way.
Tenmyoji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. Alright. Take care of Quark.
Of course. You worry about yourself.
Let's go. Alrighty. Luna and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tenmyoji and Quark behind. Alright. And here is where I'll end this episode for today. I mean, we got through a puzzle. We got through the big jibber jabber. Got some revealing facts. New questions plague my mind, like what is the IG replicator? Maybe it can make some more Excelivir, and it would answer the Alice Quark conundrum. I mean, pretty much I think everyone gets it. But I mean, the idea if we can replicate the Excelivir, we might be able to keep everybody alive in the other possible paths. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and like always, I'll see you in whatever I make next. And it's Tofuru, signing out.